kind of a jack of all trades, help everybody kind of person, but mainly what I specialize in at the moment is custom turbochargers and repairing and fixing ones that have problems. Any of the other guys around the shop or different places that need any help for tougher, what do you want to say, more technical questions, I guess. I kind of help from time to time diagnose problems like that, and people calling me with stuff like that. The main thing I do is turbos, put it that way at this point in time. I mean, my true hobby, or my true thing that I would love to do more often, is like build engines, but I am good at turbos, so that's what I'm doing. Hey, it's Adam. How you doing? Hey, what are you tearing up on a lovely Saturday? There's just something about putting an engine together, being able to do something that takes, technical measurements and this and that, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe when you do something that you really love. It just gives you a feeling of accomplishment when you can see that thing go out and make some power and do well. I started building engines a long time ago, back when Chris Muse with White Lightning pulling truck and stuff like that is kind of where I started helping with that truck way back in the day. He used to bring the engine over for the pulling truck, and we'd put it together, and then it kind of turned into building engines for other people, and manual transmissions and this and that. And there for a handful of years I had built some engines for Jason Wayman with the Megatron pulling truck, and Travis Carl, he has a pretty sweet pulling truck that he's just putting a nice big D&J engine in. Before that, he had run an engine that I'd built about 4 or 5 years ago, and doing good. Time to just upgrade, and it was a little needed an engine that was beyond my expertise. Yeah, I mean, pulling is honestly, I would say, probably my true hobby. I don't really get into hunting much anymore. I'm not really into sports. It would be more so helping others work on engines, and also helping work on pulling vehicles or performance vehicles in general, and running our own pulling truck and working on that one. But that would be kind of my hunting or sports type of vibe. My hobby, you would say, I guess. There's just something about being able to go around with your local friends and hang out and have a good time, and that's what it's all about, making new friends wherever you go.
Adam's already back around here, but we're watching with the White Lightning.
The reason I'm not building engines full time, or doing maybe more so what my first pick would be, is our facility at this point in time is not necessarily set up for that, or building engines requires, if you're doing it properly and doing it more than just once a year or something, or once every couple years, you need like a specific clean room, and then you need a dirty spot that you disassemble and clean stuff. I could see myself down the road, if we had more time and space, or either worst case scenario, if I magically come across some money, I would have my own little work shed at home, and do kind of the engine thing on the side, and that would be truly one of my dreams, to be able to do that, to work on engines for people. Yep. Looks like Travis is calling me. I better take this. Hey, what's up, dude? Because initially my dad would have been a mechanic for many years, ever since, you know, I was born, I guess. You know, worked on cars and vans and stuff like that, helping him. But then years go by, and then got my Uncle Wayne. He had this, bought this pretty sweet 12 valve Cummins, you know, started doing like injectors and some of the normal small mods that we would call small mods today, you know, where injectors, a turbo, an upgraded clutch, a few things, and it was probably around that 500 horsepower range, give or take, and it was just insane back then, you know, like nobody had anything quite near that, like, and he may or may not have been a pretty wild driver back in the day, and as a young boy, like, that really, I don't know of any young boys that wouldn't enjoy that. You know, you go ripping out the road, you know, doing burnouts or drifting corners or blowing a little smoke from time to time, you know, just stuff that I enjoy to this day, you know, where sometimes I tell him that I blame him for all my problems, all my addictions in the diesel world. But that's mainly kind of how I got started in that, or piqued my interest in the power that a diesel engine could have. I worked with my dad for a few years, you know, once I was out of school, and then I decided I'd work for a local machinery, Ed's Machinery in Memphis. Worked for them for a few years. I can't remember exact year right now, but it was 08, 09, somewhere in there. Wayne had started our shop, Midwest Truck Products, started from then on and kind of took from there, and I'd already had, you know, fairly decent knowledge of mechanical things. I mean, ever since I've been little, motors and bikes and toys and everything that I could get my hands on, I took apart and modified and put back together. And the thing that I always thought was cool is that Dad always, to a certain extent, let us do a lot of those things and just explore and have fun with the things that he could see that we truly enjoyed. Dad could see that I was fairly good at, and I had a big desire to work on mechanical things, and you know, he would just set me onto a job and something that was fairly easy, you know, and then it turned into, you know, fixing up vehicle from time to time, and he would set the cab on the ground and I'd pull the whole interior, dash wearing harness, seats, carpet, everything, switch stuff over and this and that, you know. That was, shoot, 10, 11, 12 years old, you know, changing engines and different things like that, and if I had any questions or anything, you know, he would help me find the tools I needed and just tell me what to do and put me on it, and I did it, and I loved it because I wanted to learn about it. You know, that was the biggest thing. Hey, Russ is calling. Let's see what he's up to. How you doing, sunshine? I get the pickup I have now, I guess it'd be a lot more history to it, I guess, than just the pickup I have, you know, type of thing. So the truck is a 2001 Dodge. It looks like a 2500 now. I mean, it would have been a 3500 dually. Now it was converted to a single wheel. Basically, I learned a lot of things, you know, over the years. It used to be our shop truck for a long time. Went through many different renditions, you know, to fairly powerful engine, you know, back to a stock trailer towing vehicle, long bed, short bed, dually, single wheel, whatever, you know, quite a few different things we did. And I would say I probably did pretty much 90% of the work on that thing, like, you know, cutting the frame in half and making it a long bed for trailer towing and stuff, and dually and all that, welding that all together, learning that stuff, you know, it has a lot of history. Is mainly I didn't want the truck to go nowhere. I had to buy it, had to keep it. It's gonna probably rust and die with me probably, but I learned how to truck pull with it. You know, I learned how to tow trailer with it. You know, go picking things up and hauling things. Basically learned a lot of what I know on the truck, and that's why it's kind of special to me. If I had a spot to work on it, you know, my true goal, being the truck means so much to me as a pickup, I would love to fully restore it and keep it around as long as possible, just because it has I have a lot of history with the truck, and I'd hate to see it go to nothing. But you know, I don't see that happening unless I can have a spot to work on it, be able to tear it down and have it sitting for a year or two if need be, or more, if, you know, as time goes on and I have money to be able to work on it, where that'd be a dream of mine, to be able to fully restore it, you know, paint the frame, the whole deal, you know, fix everything and make it my old muscle hot rod show car type of vibe, you know, where got that'd be basically what I'd be going for, hopefully someday with it. Looks like Keaton's calling. I better take that. What's up, sunshine? How you doing? I guess most people probably wouldn't truly understand how much I like pulling and engines and things like that, and you know, maybe I guess in general, for me, I guess what I could actually do with my knowledge if I had the money. I mean, you know, sometimes I sit back and think about that. I guess you could call it dreaming about stuff, you know, like where I could go with money, you know, like if you just make some big loan or do this or that and do the things that I'd like or the things that I enjoy more so, like where I could spread my knowledge out a little more. What I wish people would know about me is how much I truly care about them as an individual on a friend level, you know, besides all this mechanics and meaningless things that we love to do, that I'm there for them as a friend in general, because there's not enough of that goes on in the world these days, that literally if you just need somebody to hang out with, go get a meal, whatever, I am there for you no matter who you are. I don't care what type of person you are. Like, I just want people to know that I am there for them if they ever are having a super tough time or something. Like, they gotta understand, like, there is always somebody there for them, even though it feels like there isn't sometimes. And I just want people to know that I'm one of those people that literally is a phone call or a message away. Like, you know, I'd drive pretty far if that's what needed to make somebody feel better or help them out, or just sit on the phone for a while and just listen to them. I guess that would probably be the most thing that people probably wouldn't understand about me or know about me, but maybe they do, I don't know. And somebody's calling, I better see what they want. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, I'm here at the shop. We should have plenty of those here. Yeah, depends on what time you get here. Whatever works for you.